What's up, guys? Back with another video. Today we are looking at an article from Games Chronicles. It is talking about how Glen Schofield is retiring after 35 years. If you don't know who Glen Schofield is, he is the gentleman that created the Dead Space game. Pretty much he was the guy that came up with it. He also did work on Call of Duty games. I believe he did about 2 or 3 of them. For Activision, also he is the creator of Callisto Protocol, which I played all these games. They're pretty good. We'll dive into my opinion after we read the article and see what's going on. Says here, Glen Schofield, the creator of Dead Space and the Callisto Protocol, has announced his retirement from the day-to-day work of developing video games. In a video posted to LinkedIn, Schofield thanked his family and friends as well as his fans. Quote, "You supported me. You invited my team's games into your homes. You told me when I was good and you told me when I wasn't so good, but you made me better." Schofield's career began in 1991, where he got his start on licensed games such as Barbie Game Girl before a stint at THQ. He'd go on to work on licensed games for much of the 1990s and the early 2000s, including such movie tie-ins as The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King for EA, which was a great game. I love that game. Schofield came to prominence for most players with Dead Space and his work on the Call of Duty series. He says, "I had a front row seat to one of the greatest creative explosions in history. To EA, thank you for letting me make Dead Space. Activision, you gave me the key to 3 Call of Duty games, and I really appreciate your trust." He also added, "This is an amazing industry with so many talented people, and I know times are tough right now, but the future is really, really bright. I wish you all, the next generation of game makers, the best of luck." So, at least he's going out on a good note. No harsh words. He's not burning any bridges like that. He's just telling the truth. He made some good games. He made some not so good games, and he appreciates people telling him that. And I love Lord of the Rings games. I love Dead Space, and the franchise of Call of Duty, I really enjoy it. I find it entertaining, and I think he has a really good track record of games that he made, including other games like Callisto Protocol. Even though wasn't the best, but I still enjoyed it somewhat. It goes on to say, Schofield's final game, the Callisto Protocol, was in many ways a spiritual successor to the Dead Space franchise. The Callisto Protocol received mixed reviews when it was released in December 2022, a month before EA released a critically acclaimed Dead Space remake, and reportedly failed to meet Crafton's sales expectations. Schofield left striking distance in September 2023, which, again, I played both. I really enjoyed the original Dead Space games, and I really enjoyed the remake. I liked Callisto Protocol. I feel like a sequel would have been a lot better than the first one. There were some things I didn't like. Some of the combat was kind of iffy. The final boss was, I don't want to say it was the entire game. It's just that final boss, man. It was so super, super annoying. And I almost quit the game without even beating it. But I finally beat the final boss. But the graphics were amazing. The sound was amazing. The acting was good. It's just, you can tell they spent a lot of money on that game. And they made a DLC, which some people were kind of mixed about that also. But yeah, man, I would like to have seen a sequel to that game. But unfortunately, we're not going to. In 2025, Schofield revealed that he was struggling to find funding. We said that. At the time, he said that he felt that AAA development feels like it's a long ways away for him, and that he would go back to making art. Last year, Schofield said that he was 100% behind AI in game development, comparing worries over the technology eliminating jobs to the motion capture or Photoshop, which I'm sure there's context behind it. I'm sure that he wouldn't want people to lose their jobs to AI. He's probably talking about it being a good tool. He says, "I remember when motion capture was going to take jobs away. I look at animation departments now, it could be 30 people. It always raises the bar. It's raising it now for me when I'm coming up with ideas in the world. I wish I could predict what jobs will come out of it. I hear people going, we're going to want prop engineers, and we probably will." He went on to say, "I'm 100% behind AI." All right, that's his opinion. So he says, I've been there for a lot of these moments. I was there for the beginning of the internet when they said everyone would have a website, and now everybody does. AI is here, just work with it. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, guys, there you go. Schofield is finally retiring. Again, I think he's made better games than none. I think that if we're going to go way far back, Lord of the Rings was a really fun game. I played with my brothers when I was younger. Dead Space 1, Dead Space 2 were great. Dead Space 3, not so much. The 3 Call of Duty games, I forgot which ones he made, but you know what? I would say majority of the Call of Duty games are pretty good, in my opinion. I'm sure I played like 3 of the ones he made. And Callisto Protocol, it's unfortunate that was his last game. I wish it was a better game. Again, I give that game like maybe like a C+, maybe like a low B, but it was still fun. It was still a really good looking game. I still enjoyed it. But yeah, it's sad to see that that's his last game and you couldn't make another game or a sequel to that game. But yeah, we'll leave it at that, guys. Have you played any of his games before in the past? What do you think about this news? What do you think about his opinion on AI? Guys, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like videos like this, leave a sub, leave a comment, and I'll catch you later. Bye.